So right now, probably possibly in the next few hours, or maybe, I don't know, early on Friday morning or today Friday afternoon, but there's news that Griezmann is going to be bought by Barcelona now, and that he's going to be of the club in probably just a few hours now. And I don't know how to feel. I'm not one of those persons. I'm not one of those people that feels that he needs to be at the club. I feel like there's better players out there. I made my opinion be known before in videos past about players that I feel would be better for the club, and I feel like he's just too much of an ego, and he would just go into this club de amigos, or this club of friends that's already been formed in Barcelona, and that has been there and is mainly probably gonna keep being there for the next, I don't know, 3-4 years until most of these players retire. And I could just see Griezmann just going straight into that, being a protagonista, being the main voice in this group of friends and things like that. And I don't know. I don't think it's the right move by the club. But I feel like that's just me. And there's not very many fans that feel the same as me. I'm not gonna lie, he's a talent. He's very capable. He scored a lot of goals. He has a lot of history. He's won a World Cup. But he's let his objectives be known already. He's won a World Cup. He says he wants to win the Champions League. And then after that, he wants to go to America. So, I don't know. His head is not in football. I've seen him do productions. Like I said, I've seen him make a production that he was going to come and that he was going to leave. And this is the hardest thing ever. And just thinking like your life is a movie. And I'm not saying life is insignificant, unimportant. But I got to say that if you're a footballer, this is your job. This is your main occupation. You got to treat it as it is. And I don't know. I don't see him doing what he's supposed to be doing. I don't see him being the role model that he needs to be or whatever, but I don't know. I don't think he's going to be a good fit for Barcelona. And I don't know, there's things before where the club said that they didn't want him and that even the dressing room didn't want him, but it doesn't even matter anymore because basically today or in a few hours, or if you see this video late, he's already been bought by Barcelona. I'm not gonna just sit here and rant and just talk bad about him. I mean, if he comes, I'm gonna support him. I gotta support the club. I love the club. I've been a fan ever since I was like 13 years old. And I've been a fan because my dad basically was the first one to like Barcelona, and then it was me, and then it was my brother, and just like that, you know. It's a family club. And I'm pretty sure, hopefully if I have a son or whatever, or a daughter or whatever, hope they have the same passion that I do for Barcelona. But if they don't, it's fine. But I don't know. I don't like the move, and it's not just him. It's not just players that of his caliber being linked to the club, but also like Neymar is being linked with the club again, and I don't know. I don't think it's a good fit. There's better players out there that I feel would probably be a way better fit for Barcelona instead of Neymar. Like, we have to put things into context. He's not the same player that he was before. We're not gonna get the MSN that we had before, where they scored like 125 goals in a season and things like that. It's not the same. And I feel that we shouldn't just rely on the past and think that, oh, the greatest things are possible being a fan. What a time to be alive. We can have Neymar, Messi, Suarez, Griezmann, I don't even know, Dembele on the bench, whatever. But I've seen like many versions of what they have to do just to get this guy, and for me, it's not worth it. He's not worth 300. He's not worth 200. He's not even worth 100 in my opinion. He let his ego, his bad guidance, things like that just put him down this bad path, and after that he's been falling down ever since. And just like you can see it in the national team, they just won the Copa America, if you didn't know that. And they didn't even have Neymar. They didn't even need Neymar. And like that's what I'm talking about. This guy, you don't even need him in the national team. Like what is he gonna contribute to Barcelona? What is he gonna put on the table that's not already there? I know on a marketing sense, on a monetary sense, on shirt sales, on attendance, on a Clásico being super attractive with all these stars. But we're turning to a Madrid. Like, this is not our identity. This is not like what we're, I don't know, what we're known for, you know? And I know that people talk bad about Barcelona and they're this and they're shit and whatever, and they're not a good club, but most of those people that criticize them, their clubs suck. Like, even we've been a mediocre Barcelona, but we're still better than most of the clubs in Europe. Only the few that I guess you could say are better. Like, you can't say Tottenham is better than us, even though they were in the final. Liverpool for sure, but you can't say Madrid's better than us. You can't say Bayern's probably better than us. I don't believe that one bit. I'm sorry to hear this, or I'm sorry that you don't probably feel the same way, but I just don't feel that. I don't know. We're top 4 for sure. Maybe Man City would probably be up there as well. Maybe, I don't know. I would say Juve, but I don't think as well. Like, with the club, with the signings they've been doing, they've been looking like a better club. But I don't know. Like I said, the identity's already there, and I don't know. The MSN what it was. It's not the same thing. Messi's like 33. During that time, he was like 28. He was like hitting his prime during that time. Neymar was like 23, 24, 25. Suarez was also in his prime. He was like 29. You can't have that back. They're not gonna be the same three that they were. They ran more. They were more hungry. They were glad to play with each other. The goals came easy. The flow of the game was way easier as well. And Barcelona played for them, you know. Piqué said it before in the interview. He's like, all we have to do is just defend like crazy and just get the ball to them three up there, because they know what to do with it. And they did. They basically scored every possession they had. That's just what I gotta say. It's not gonna be the same thing. Most people just go into this thinking that, oh, if we get Neymar back, we're gonna win that Champions League for sure. I don't see any progression with this move at all. Because what is he, like 28? Messi 33? Suarez, I don't know, about the same age. 34, I don't know, 33. I don't see progression in any way. I don't see the club going forward or moving towards a direction that I would like it to move, you know. I'd rather go for young talent instead of going for like Neymar and Griezmann that are only going to last me for like 2, maybe even 4 years, you know. I've said it before and I'll say it again, you know. For me, I'd rather just go for Piatek, you know. He's, what is he, like 23, 22? The hot prospect. He's European, he's Polish. For me, he's looking like almost a Robert Lewandowski. Maybe not at the same level, but I'm pretty sure this kid is going to be up there. He's going to be like in 2 or more years, he's going to be like one of the top strikers in the world. Like, I don't see anybody being above him. I mean, maybe Kylian Mbappe, but Kylian Mbappe isn't a striker. He's more like of a winger, cutting in, things like that. But I don't see anybody being better. Like, he's going to be the best number 9. Maybe Jovetic is probably going to make a case, but with Madrid, with still having Benzema, how things turn out for him in that new club, in that new setting, we'll see if he's a flop or if he's really worth what they put out on the table for him. But that's what I'm saying. Madrid is willing to fork out 60 million for these players and then hope for the best, you know. And they probably will give him a chance. Zidane's going to give him the chance, and if he doesn't do it, then he's going to give him the boot. But when we were linked with this guy, when he was in Genova, we should have paid out whatever they wanted at 40, whatever. Because I don't know. I'm not gonna say I was totally on board, but I was. How would you say? I don't know. Like I didn't believe in it either. I was like, who is this guy? Who is Piatek? Who's this? But then, like, after I saw his goal scoring records, like, I made a video about this. You can watch that as well. I'll probably put a little link in the description and things like that. But this guy's insane. He moved clubs like in the middle of the season. He still ended up scoring like 20 plus goals. And you're gonna say, well, that's just one season. He can be a one season wonder. But it's the Italian league. Italian league's pretty hard. He scored more goals than Cristiano Ronaldo, and you would say that maybe Cristiano Ronaldo had an off year, but I don't care. He was third best goal scorer in Italy, and I'm pretty sure now having a full season in AC Milan, being situated, being with the teammates that he's grown to know in these past few months, he's gonna be, the chemistry's gonna be there. He's young. You could see that he's focused on football, which is like the main thing for me. He's not out here doing productions and things like that and just hanging out with NBA players and doing all these lucrative brand deals and things like that, being caught in scandals of rape and things. I don't know. Whatever's happening with Neymar, whatever's happening with Griezmann, like I said, their heads are in other places, thinking that they're this or that. They're thinking that they're the David Beckham of football. But David Beckham worked his way up, you know? David Beckham played football, and as slowly as he was in the MLS, he was getting these brand deals, and he was finding new ways to make money, you know? And then now he's making, like, I don't know, sports agencies, investing in owning clubs and participating in retirement matches, and I don't know, his deal with Adidas, all these things that he has. He's looking for all these ways of investment, and I feel like a lot of soccer players are influenced by him and influenced by Ronaldo as well. But Ronaldo, he gets in these deals, he gets in these sponsorships, he gets in whatever, but he's day in and day out, he's showing it on the field. So I have nothing against him, because this guy's a true professional, and he's been working. He works in the gym. He shows off his family. He seems like a responsible guy. He takes care of his mother. I don't know. This guy can do whatever he wants, but he's still showing day in and day out on the pitch. So I have nothing against him. And I feel like Piatek as well. He seems really focused on football. The quality seems to be there. I'm pretty sure if he links up with the quality that we have at Barcelona, which is way better than AC Milan, just being truthful, you know, don't get hurt, don't get triggered, whatever. He's gonna look way better than what he looks in AC Milan. Like, if he scores 20 goals in AC Milan, imagine how many he's gonna score in Barcelona. I think like a 40 a season would be the aim. I'm pretty sure he could do it. And I know we have Luis Suarez and whatever, he doesn't want to sit on the bench, but I feel with him, with Piatek, it's one for the future, you know? Because that's how I believe. I think that if you make the plan for 10 years instead of making it for 4, it's a better outcome. In 10 years or whatever, we're going to have a player that has been at the club. He's going to know what it's about. He's going to know what it means. He's going to experience things that he's not going to regret. And he's not going to do these stupid moves of, oh, Paris Saint-Germain wants me. They want me to be the main man. I'm going to go over there. He's not going to do this baby stuff, you know? He's a proven goal scorer. And like I said, you know, the MSN, it could have been like, who knows what it could have been, you know? It could have been like this amazing trio of football that would probably tore up all the records. But sometimes either monetary gain or just pure egotism of you wanting to be the best in the world but not putting in the work to get there, it just shows on the field, you know. And that especially showed with Neymar. And he robbed his teammates of it as well. Cause like I said, these Club Amigos, he comes back like nothing's even happened. He's like, we're all friends and stuff, but I'm still gonna put a lawsuit to Barcelona because they didn't pay me that 20 million that they promised. But that 20 million was like justified. They didn't pay him because he didn't play the amount of games that he was supposed to play or something like that. And I don't know. We just need to go back to the identity, you know, the best time, the best team, the best whatever. Just like, I don't know, I guess because this happened when I was turning into a football fan, when I had started caring about soccer. It was during the Guardiola era. And those teams by Guardiola, they impacted my life. Like, I haven't seen any team play like that. I haven't seen anybody beat that Barcelona. I truly thought that nobody could beat that Barcelona. And the ones that did, I don't know. I love the way they play, the tiki-taka, the pure football. It was all about pressing, like the minute you lost the ball and you regained back possession and you control the game basically. And like all the titles, all the trophies, all the Champions Leagues, all the La Ligas, Copa del Rey, whatever. The rivalry against him and Mourinho was crazy, you know. Everybody remembers that. Everybody's gonna always remember that. That's just what I gotta say, you know. Like, those were the glory days. Like, Messi was a different breed. Like, if you think Messi's good now, and you're probably gonna be trolling or whatever, saying that Messi ain't shit, whatever. But Messi during that time, man, he was like running like crazy. Like, if you see that he walks now, all this, like, that's just brand new. I don't know, it's been like the past 3 years, I guess, 3 seasons. But back then, this guy ran like crazy, and especially the runs he made, the assist he would make. That 2012 2011 season, the one right here where he's that jersey, if you just look up the highlights, this guy made like 75 goals in a calendar year. You'd be like, oh, somebody made more or whatever. Like, I'm talking about a calendar year. Like, from January to December, he made 75 goals, which is insane. I don't know, this guy was just on another level. He was on a mission in 2012. I don't know what he was on. He was going crazy. And like, that's just been the best Messi I've ever seen, and it was under Guardiola. He got the best out of him. And that team is gonna be remembered. Like, I'm always gonna remember that 2011, that 2010, 2011. I don't know. His whole campaign, but those last 2 years were especially very close to me, and I feel like that was identity. Spain also as well, seeing all the trophies that were captured by Barcelona and just the success they were having. They also decided to change their format and just adapt to that identity. And what did that bring? That brought 2 Europa Leagues, not Europa Leagues, but 2 Euro Leagues, as well as a World Cup. Winning 3 back-to-back titles, and 7 of those players that were in that final against Netherlands 2010 were 7 players from Barcelona. And that's just crazy to me, you know. You could say maybe now the Spain team that won that little U21 Euro had 0 players from Barcelona, but I don't know. Spain adopted that identity, and look what it brought them. 3 trophies back to back. And that hasn't been repeated, and I don't think that probably will. Most teams, they just win 1 and they're satisfied and they get saturated and whatever. But this is just what I gotta say. I don't know. I'm probably a minority against the majority. I'm not so much of a fan, but I would just rather want my team to play good and just to be progressive and just have something for the future, you know. But this is just my opinion. This is what I think on the matter. You don't have to agree. I finally made a Facebook for this channel. You should go follow that. I also post content on there as well, and I just want you to subscribe and like this video and maybe comment anything you think about it.